guys, welcome back. So it's beginning to feel like spring outside, and I'm excited to be planting my window box up with some spring flowers for the first time. So they'll probably be in here for about a month and a half, and then I'll come in and put some summer annuals in here, but I'm just ready for more color. And it's nice because you can see my house here, you can see this box out here, so I wanted to put some bright colors and some bright pops in here that we can see when we're in our house. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I have. So many gorgeous things. I couldn't pass up these pure white ranunculus. I am starting some ranunculus inside, but I wanted to bring some out here already. I'm kind of testing out doing that for the first time, but these are so pretty. They've been in my garage for about a week with me having the garage door open, so they're ready to get in some pots, but I love them so much. They look like little roses and their blooms last for so long, and the cut blooms actually last for a really long time inside in a vase. And then I really love hellebore, especially the foliage, and I have some in my yard. They're like one of the first things to bloom in early spring, late winter actually. So mine are getting ready to bloom in the garden, but look how beautiful this color is. It's nice and dark and rich, and then the foliage is really dark too, and I love this tone of green. It's a cool toned dark green. These are perennials for me. I'll put the growing zone on here because I'm not exactly certain, I can't remember, but they're pretty cold tolerant obviously, so I'm sure they go down to a pretty low number. But these are the Ice and Roses. Let me get the tag here. Ice and Roses Merlot. So I have 3 of those, and so I have 3 big pots that go in this window box right here. This is on our shed, and it's kind of in the back of our yard, and like I mentioned before, looking out in our yard we can just see it really nicely. All the flowers pop really nice against the white shed, so it's been really fun to have. I do have a tutorial for how my husband and I made that. Well, he made it, I just helped him. On my channel, if you want to check that out. It was pretty easy to make, at least for me. No, really, it's not that bad to make, but anyway, I had originally picked out these pink primroses. I really love primrose flowers. They're so nice, and these I can plant back in the yard somewhere when I'm done, and they'll come back for me here in our zone 7A, and these will too. So when I'm done with these in the window box, then I'll come and I'll plant these in the yard as well. So that's what's nice. So I had started with these bright pink because I really wanted to be bright when we looked outside, and then I picked up these to go with it, and then I felt like I know the white wasn't really going to stand out against the shed, and I saw these and thought that would be a good color combo. At first I thought this might not be super cute with this, but I think it's fine actually, and they're so dark you're really not going to be able to see the blooms. You're just going to see this dark foliage in the background. And then I wanted to pick up these to just add a little bit of texture kind of in between some of the primroses. And then I wanted a pop of green in it too, and saw this lettuce. We'll see. I've never put lettuce in a window box before. Hopefully it will be fine. I don't even know how low this can go as far as temps go, but I think it'll be just fine. We're going to test it out. So that color combo I think is going to be really pretty, and we'll see how it looks when it gets in there. And then another thing is I have these beautiful, I'm really loving the pale yellow and like these cool toned or blue leaning purples. I just love these icy purples so much. So I have some pots right here, my shed pots, and let's go look at those a little closer. I came in here this fall and planted tulips, and you can see they're just kind of popping up out of the soil, and there's quite a bit packed in here. Last year I didn't pack as much, and so I really went for more this year. There's a bunch of different things in here. I can't remember exactly. I'll have to go back and watch my video, but I wanted to tuck these little violas in just around the edges, and I think they'll fit in there just fine, just to give a little purple at the base, because I think a lot of the bulbs that I have in here are going to be yellow, and I think that will be really pretty together. It's kind of what I have going on for spring in my yard. I also have some English ivy in here, as well as some lamium that's growing back out, and I just kind of keep that in here, and some creeping jennies. So that will all come down the sides hopefully, and I'll maybe clean this up a little bit, just cut it back a little bit so it can grow out more, but it's already starting to grow. So excited. That means spring is pretty much here. So I'll tuck those violas in here, and I'll tuck the other violas in this pot as well. So this is kind of the setup I have here, and I'll show you when I'm all done. But I moved these pots. I had them protected for the winter down by the house, and I just recently moved them up here. It makes me feel like summer's coming because my topiary pots are back up. So that's really fun. Let's start with planting these window boxes up first. I'll put some potting mix in there and I'll get it wet. This time it's pretty dry. It's been sitting in my garage all winter. So I'll get it a little bit wet, and then I'll put some Biotone in here just to help them root in a little bit. I won't do too much because really they're not going to root in too much because they're not going to be in here super long. And yeah, pot those up and then lift them in there and see what they look like. And then I'll plant up these violas for these shed pots as well. It's actually a nice day. I mean, it's 50 degrees outside. It's a little windy. The wind's a little bit chilly, but it's actually pretty nice. So not a huge impact right now. I feel like it will be maybe in a couple weeks, but I love the purple color of these. Oh my goodness. And they're gonna look so pretty under planting daffodils that I have in here. And I should be able to see them in my house, hopefully when they get just a little bit bigger and have more flowers on them as it warms up. The lowest low is tonight, and it's gonna be I think 35 or 36. And then other than that, it's going to be in the 40s. So it's going to be really nice. And I think these will put on, you know, quite a bit of growth. So yeah, those daffodils and tulips just need to hurry up in there so they can bloom. Sometimes they take a long time. And I just want to get close in on these violas. I love these so much. I usually just get pansies, but the last few years I've been picking up violas, and they're just the daintiest, cutest little flowers. I love them so much. Look how cute they are blowing around in the breeze. And then this is so pretty. I think as we're kind of looking down from our house on here, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Next year, I do think I want to keep pansies in here. Problem is we don't get like spring colored pansies. We usually get like fall colored pansies in the fall, but maybe I'll do pansies a little bit earlier next year, just because they'll be a little bit taller. But I think these will get pretty big. I've had good luck with primrose in my area, but I've only planted them in the ground, but I'm sure they'll do great in these pots. What's nice about all the flowers that I have in here, except for the violas and the lettuce, well, these three, is that the ranunculus, I can save the corums and grow those next year, which will be so nice. That's why I wanted to get white. And the primrose I can plant somewhere, like I mentioned, and the hellebores I can plant in my yard too. So that's what's really nice about this. I can just get good use out of them in this container first. So everything's looking cute. I like this combo quite a bit. Love these leaves so much, and hopefully it will fill in a little bit. I mean, we still have all this growth to come out, and these leaves get pretty big. I mean, that's one big leaf, and these all have to leaf out. And then we have so many buds on these ranunculus, and this has been blooming all week, and it still looks good. So pretty. So I love that little combo, this yellow with this little touch of yellow that's darker that goes to the pale yellow. So pretty. And the pop of lettuce right here. I looked online and this can go down to 20 degrees. We'll see. I don't know. I've never grown lettuce, to be honest with you. And so I just thought I'd try it in here. I just wanted some type of filler, and I really wanted a spiller, but obviously it's a little early and the nurseries don't have anything, but we've warmed up quite a bit here in Utah in 7A, and I think we're going to be pretty good. I do have a frost cloth if I feel like I need to come out here. I think the ranunculus can withstand like 28 degrees or not anything below that, and so they'll be fine. The hellebores are fine, primrose are fine, everything else should be fine. So I actually really like that combo. I think it looks really pretty. I'm glad I decided to add the backdrop of these hellebores just so these white ranunculus stood out, because my shed's white and I think it's so pretty. So excited for all this color. You guys, look, it's a little bland out there. But when you look here, you think spring is here. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. More spring flowers. So fun. I hope you have a chance to get out and plant some spring flowers in your garden soon too. Thanks for watching me polish my garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye.